How many ways are there to distribute 12 identical candies to 4 children such that each child gets at least 1 candy and no child gets more than 5 candies? Let's let x sub I be the number of candies given to each child. We want x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 to equal 12. And we want each of the xi's to be greater than or equal to 1, but less than or equal to 5. So the way to do this, to guarantee that at least one child gets candy, is that we're going to give each child a candy. So instead of having 12 candies, we're going to have 8. And we're going to make a substitution. So now x sub 1 turns into y sub 1 because we subtract x1 by 1 to get y sub 1. So now we have y sub 1 plus y sub 2 plus y sub 3 plus y sub 4 equals 8. Okay, so y sub 1 is just 1 less than x1. Same thing with y2, y3, and y4. So now, since I gave each child a candy, I can have the number of candies now be 0. So that means I can choose to not give them any more candy to a child. But that means that now it cannot be more than 4. So the way to do this, just to solve this equation without the constraint, so let's ignore the constraint for now, and then we'll address that in a second, is to use a stars and bars method. We're going to have 8 stars, and we're going to have to put 3 bars. So let's just pick some random spots. In total, there's going to be 8 stars and 3 bars, so it's going to be 11 total. And then we just got to figure out where to put the 3 bars. So that's why it's 11, choose 3. So that's going to give us 165. But again, that did not consider the constraint. So we have to consider the case where a child gets more than 5 pieces of candy. To do that, we have to look at how many kids can get more than 5 pieces of candy. So the question is, can more than one kid get 5 pieces of candy? Well, if we look at this equation right here, actually let's go up here. After each person gets a candy, we get down to here. And then if I let a kid have, let's say 5, the first guy gets 5, let's say, and the second person gets 5, 5 plus 5 is 10. That's already bigger than 8. So that can't work. So that means one person has to get at least 5 pieces of candy. So what we're going to do is do another substitution. So here we said y sub 1 plus y sub 2 plus y3 plus y4 is 8. We're going to let y1, we'll say z1 is equal to y1 minus 5. So we're going to give the first person 5 pieces of candy. And so this just reduces to 3. From 8, I gave 5 to the first guy, the first child, and then now we have 3 left. So the question is, how many ways now can I give 3 pieces of candy to 4 people? And for this, we just still use the stars and bars method. Well, there's going to be 3 stars. And now there's 4 variables, so we have to put 3 bars. So, wherever the bars go. So in total, there's going to be 6 spots for the 3 bars. That's why we have 6, choose 3. The 4, it comes from how many ways or how many children can get the 5 or more pieces of candy. Well, there's 4 children. Either the first person will get it, the second, third, or fourth. One of the 4 is going to get that extra piece of candy. So there's going to be 4 ways in which we can give the extra candy. So it's 4 times 6 choose 3, which is 4 times 20, and that's 80. So this is the bad case here. We found all the cases, and then we need to subtract by the bad case to get the total ways we can do that. So 165 minus 80 gives us 85 ways to distribute the candies.